My name is Logan Sullivan. I do photography and I'm also just a student. I'm from a town outside of Houston, Texas called Friendswood. Uh, it was kind of weird growing up there because had a very small town mentality, but it was still a pretty big town. So there was enough stuff to do there, but it was kind of hard creatively because there's nothing really cool to go see or do or anything like that. Locations are kind of limited. I got really into filmmaking probably freshman and sophomore year were the peak times of that when I first kind of got into it. And that was mainly because of the film class in my high school. And then photography kind of stemmed off of that because we were working with the cameras so much in that film class that I was in. And we got to check out the cameras and take them home. And so that's where I really kind of started filming my own things and taking my own pictures, stuff like that. The best project I've worked on I'd probably have to say our short film Stripped. I worked on that with one of my best friends, Kendra Fogelman. She was actually the one who directed it. And then I did all the filming for that and quite a bit of the editing as well. Stripped was pretty much a short film about this kind of early high school freshman aged boy who was taken advantage of by an older senior girl. Pretty much we did it because that's something that does happen pretty often, I feel like, but it's never talked about. No one ever wants to talk about it. So we pretty much just flipped the roles and submitted it to South by Southwest, the film festival. I bought my first camera, I think it was either the summer after sophomore year or during junior year, and it was a Canon 60D. Once I got into the film class and had access to more equipment, I started taking it more seriously, and I had a couple friends have me do their senior pictures, and I would check out a camera over the weekend, and I would just go downtown Houston and take pictures, or go to Galveston and take pictures, and so that's kind of where it started getting more serious for me. And then it just brings so many experiences. Like I met my best friend Peyton Hartzell through photography years ago, and then we actually went to LA together. So that, like, if it weren't for me doing photography, I wouldn't have gotten to go to LA. I wouldn't have gotten to meet the people I met there. It's just such a cool experience, and yeah. Majority of the time, I just have to end up driving around and find a place and like kind of have an open mind because you can see a random bush on the side of the road and you can make it look totally cool, or you can have the most elaborate location ever and the pictures will turn out terrible. So it's kind of hit or miss with that. You just kind of have to drive around and see the places for yourself and try it out, see what works, see what doesn't work. But most of the time I end up driving either to Galveston or to Houston, just 40 minutes away because I don't have time to look for locations every day. But every once in a while I'll be on a shoot and I'll see somewhere, like especially in Galveston, there's always different alleyways and different locations and stuff like that. So I usually just fall on them on accident. I try to work with the client as much as I can on what style they want because I feel like I'm able to pull off a lot of different styles. So if they want something specific, if they want dark and moody, if they want bright and airy, I feel like I'm able to work with that a lot more because I don't like confining myself to a specific style. Like I'm not going to be like, oh no, go to this photographer if you want that. Like if you want dark and moody, I can do dark and moody. If you want bright and airy, I can do that. So I just try to work with them on it. And then after that, it just kind of flows smoothly from there. I just really like bringing elements towards the lens, in front of the lens, stuff like that, because it adds something to it. Even if you can't tell what it is, it just kind of matches with the theme of it because it's something from the environment and it just works and it looks cool. I would love to work with more brands. I recently worked with Glasses USA, a glasses company, who would have thought. But that was really fun because it was cool doing different product shots. It's something different for me. I haven't really gotten to do product shots or work with any major brands. So editorial work would definitely be something I'd like to do. And then I really want to kind of incorporate my photography with some type of like social media managing job or marketing job, something like that. I just really like working with brands.